bitches underpowered. Yeah, they gonna be crazy. Like it back on the mic. Man, they got no power. Switch money. Never make it. Oh man, we gotta check this. Just touch down. Yep. Here we go. All the haters thought it dust on me. Wait a minute. Let me brush it up, B. Yo, talk about all the millions. Let me check my bank account, homie. Yeah, I made $1 billion. My walk is mean, catch my vision. A different path, I'm on a mission. Gay media, talking division. But others trying to take my position. Status quo, you stay the same. You stay in my lane, but I changed the game. That's true. Tell the truth, you should be saying my name. Cause without me, you will be playing the thing. Yep. Most of y'all wanted to see me stumble. Behind my back, y'all hear the grumble. Now that the sun came out and the rain clouds gone, now y'all wanna sing my song? Ain't genuine, it brought y'all misery. Now you wanna rewrite my history. And now with the 1-2 switch, you afraid of my hits? Now I got the industry on lit. Check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, now you're on my hit list. Nintendo's back in business. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. So why don't you mind your business? Cause the industry's gonna talk about is my hit list.
Alright guys, it's your boy Ligo back at it once again. And again, I had to bring out the mic check, cause it's a mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this mic on? Cause I'm telling you, man, fire is hot, ice is cold, and Ligo's cracked once again. Who would have saw that coming? Oh wait, I did. Cause I understand how human nature is. So this is a kind of another response to that comment, and I did a video about it called Human Nature. But this is better without the videos also, and we're gonna also talk about the emulation thing more better now because, again, as Blade said, there's always some mother effort trying to skate uphill. What is y'all problem? Seriously. For people who say they want to, we want to save the industry. Now, let me get this straight. Hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right here, as Trip would say. Let me get something straight here. Nintendo is not, keeping up with the legacy. Again, if you're younger than 20 years old, maybe 25 years old and younger, I understand that. I'm not talking about you. Y'all a different situation. But all the old heads like 25 and up, like whatever, Nintendo is not keeping whatever. I would think most of y'all have discriminating income. You could buy the games. You could have the games. I literally just bought me a PlayStation 4 game that came out in 2008. Again, hopefully brand new. It is still a frame wrap and it smells new, but I bought Tales of Vesperia for a PlayStation 4, brand new for $7. Now, there are games out there that are very expensive. I was looking into Mario vs. Mario Paper Jam, the one that people don't like. Mario Luigi Paper Jam, because I'm liking the Mario Brothers series. That's still like $40 and stuff like that. And there's some games I looked at, I'm like, $100, nope, not paying $100 for that. Too expensive. But anyway, in that comment, the person said on this channel said that I got it wrong because I don't know why people are stealing from Target. There's other reasons. Again, being a sin is a sin. I am a spiritual person. I think stealing is stealing. And again, I am not casting stones at people because I've stolen. I'm not saying I'm not done. And from my childhood up to where I'm at, I have done. All right? I have stolen myself. I am not saying I ain't. I'm not a reformer. I'm not a holier than thou person. But I ain't doing the crap. I don't do crazy stealing. I didn't do no crazy stealing then, and I ain't doing nothing now. But I'm not doing none of this crap that people are talking about. Stealing is stealing. I'm not going to the store and rob a store. No. But we know it's not for that reason. And I think the person was like, well, people are going to the store because, they're tougher than luck. They want to. I'm going to show you the consequences of people just keep on stealing. 1, Two, we're going to talk about the emulators, like I just said. And three, we talk about people, again, everybody wants fake this, fake that. Go ahead and buy fake stuff and you find out some of that stuff, what some of these stuff will do. So let's knock this out of the way, shall we?
Difficult year for the city when it came.
Remember I said Nintendo, you should not build a store. Nintendo should not build the next world store in San Francisco. Why? Because it's a shithole. Literally is a shithole. They got people literally shitting on the streets, and they pay people $40,000 a year to come with two water spray and stuff to spread up the poop off of the daggone sidewalk. So I'm basically giving it a compliment. But yeah.
To crime, Mayor Breed and the chief of police held a news conference today to share last year's crime stats. So last year, San Francisco had 56 homicides. That's the highest it's been since 2017. In terms of crimes related to gun violence, there were 222 victims last year, the highest since 2016. And there were over 2,200 robberies reported, which is slightly less than 2020. However, the mayor and chief pointed out that not all robberies are reported.
Of course not.
Just more icing on the cake, telling us that rampant crime has become a regular part of life.
Exactly.
So typical that in the 30 minutes we were at this Walgreens,
30 minutes, look at that. Walk out the door.
we watched 3 people, including this man, steal.
Did that guy pay? Did that guy pay? He didn't pay.
There you go.
Walgreens says this Richmond neighborhood store with aisles of products like mustard locked behind plexiglass has the highest theft rate of all their nearly 9,000 U.S. stores, hit more than a dozen times a day.
And you know what? I can understand the flu stuff right there. But it's crazy. Mustard, ketchup, baby diapers are under lock and key. Y'all crazy.
When thieves turned to cleaning out ice cream and frozen burritos, workers grew so frustrated they resorted to the chains. They were ordered down by corporate because of the negative messaging.
Retail theft is rampant in
Look at
San
that.
Francisco. We walked into a store and easily spotted and recorded shoplifters in action. Now some
They don't
retailers
care.
are going to new lengths to protect their products.
It's happened again. 4 women run up.
You're telling me, sir, these 4 black women running away, that white man who walked out the store with the stuff, oh, they're doing that to get some food. Bullshit, they are. But again, people don't understand. There's a consequence for stealing shit like this, which we'll get into the emulating part.
After stealing from the CVS pharmacy at Van Ness and Jackson in San Francisco, this time just before 6 Monday night. It's the latest grab-and-go crime in San Francisco that's forced many drugstores in the city to close. The man who took this video tells me he feels sorry for the workers who have lost their jobs or had their hours
Exactly.
reduced because of what he called out-of-control shoplifting. Organized retail theft has become such a hot-button
Look at that
issue
shit.
that it's now a point of focus in the upcoming gubernatorial recall election.
Now, because crime was going out of control, stores and businesses that were in San Francisco were like, hold on, we're not going to stay here for this ridiculous stuff. So they started leaving.
Starbucks is joining the long list of large businesses to shutter stores in San Francisco. Here's a look now at the cafes set to close. The locations primarily concentrated in the financial
6.
district, as well as one located in Nob Hill.
San Francisco's once bustling downtown streets still struggling to bounce back as retailers continue to flee.
The exodus continues.
A lot of retailers have been pulling out of the city.
In the past few weeks, Westfield announced it's giving up its prominent downtown mall location, while AT&T revealed it is closing its flagship store in the city. The hemorrhaging of businesses, a concerning post-pandemic trend for the city by the Bay. According to an analysis by the San Francisco Standard, nearly half of the non-service retailers in the city's Union Square district have closed since 2019. Major stores like Crate & Barrel, Anthropologie, and H&M, just a few of the almost 100 shuttered in the last few years, while only 12 stores have opened in that time, according to the Standard. The loss of business just the city as it grapples with the issues of employers abandoning the city, homelessness, and drugs.
The countdown is on in less than a month. These 3 Target stores in the Bay Area will all be shut down. And the reason?
And remember, I said in that video, Targets is shutting down. So people lost their jobs. People who are close by lost the place where they're going to get food. Because people need to understand, what causes food desert? 2 things cause them food desert. Crime and politicians. Nothing else. Nothing else. If a store is making money, they're going to stay. If they're not making money, they're going to move. The In-N-Out Burger in Oakland City, right out at the airport, it makes hand over fist money. But because people were robbing customers and stuff like that, they shut down. Why? It's not because it was unsafe. Unsafe.
It's something we're seeing far too often. Good evening, I'm Karina Nova.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Thanks for joining us. San Francisco, Oakland, and Pittsburgh will all lose a Target store, and they'll lose them before Halloween. These are the 3 local stores Target announced today will be closing.
They are part of 9 store closures.
And take a look at that. Take a look at that right there. Now, I know politics is not a thing I want to put on this channel that much, but I'm just going to point out something that's for people out there. Let's look at the map, shall we? Let me see. Seattle, ooh, a blue state run by Democrats. Portland, a blue state run by Democrats. The Bay Area, 3 stores, a blue state run by Democrat. New York, same thing. Again, as Vosh says, insanity is trying the same thing over and over and over again and hoping for a new, hoping for a different outcome. That's the point. That's literally the point. So now we got this out of the way, and like I said, most of these people didn't steal because it's needed or whatever. I've been poor in my life. I've been dirt poor in my life, and I ain't did what these people did. Okay? But let's go to the reason I'm talking about. Now we go to the emulation. This is just giving you the, hey, when you keep on robbing, people will leave, stores will leave, and then if they ain't making the money, you ain't gonna like this, you ain't gonna get no more products. Now we go to Nintendo. Okay, as I said again, you do stupid stuff, you win, and my grandma would say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And this is, and y'all, all the videos I've done about emulation, people are like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, you're a Nintendo fanboy. You were this, you can't. Okay, whatever. Let me help you out with something. If the company that makes the game that you want to emulate leaves, and I apologize for the noise beside next door to me because it's kind of weird. They've been quiet and now they're doing noise. Now I'm at my office, but
A man from Colorado was found.
Oh, you an asshole. You know that? Seriously.
Himself in the legal crosshairs of a major video game company, Nintendo. A man from Colorado has found himself in the legal crosshairs of a major video game company, suing him for potentially millions. A man from Colorado has found himself in the legal crosshairs of
I won't call this man a man, but I digress.
A major video game company, Nintendo, is suing him for potentially millions of dollars.
Yeah, that company is accusing the man of streaming games that hadn't been released yet. Jeremy Hahola with our 9 News Investigates team pulled the case from court now as a breakdown of what it means and why the video game world is buzzing with the news.
His name is Jesse Keegan, a 38-year-old Castle Rock man known as Every Game Guru.
You mean a piece of shit loser? Every game, this guru. Oh, shut up. You a piece of. And of course with a neck beard or whatever. 38 piece of. This is literally people I was talking about that annoys the hell out of me.
This month, Nintendo filed this copyright lawsuit in Colorado federal court against Keegan, accusing him of streaming at least 10 of Nintendo's leaked games before publication and more than 50 times. For each violation, Nintendo is demanding $150,000, which could mean a cost of more than $7 million.
Clearly, the defendant is getting some things that are on the dark web.
Do you think Nintendo does have some sort of effective claim here?
I think this reminds me a lot of Napster and when the music industry went after kids in college dorms.
We spoke to Dr. Chris Jennings, a professor at Metro State University who teaches copyright issues to media students. He points out video game companies like Nintendo don't mind streaming of current games, but that unreleased games are huge violations.
Basically stealing the thunder, stealing the marketing, stealing the anticipation that a lot of fans of these games and what they kind of bank on. You know, there's a certain
because let's not forget. Remember the video I portrayed in earlier? They did not only one Zelda, which was Tears of the Kingdom. They did Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Oh wow, shocking how we saw that. They did that to Metroid. You friggin' pieces of crap. And now y'all did it to Mario and Luigi. And he's not the only one. A lot of other people did this. So that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of stuff that's stupid. And when people is like, I laugh when I look at I laugh because when I see people on the net talking about, oh, you know, Mario and Luigi didn't sell as the first week, didn't sell as high as the other one, blah 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 blah. What do you expect? But then you want emulation. How to flip? And again, people are like, oh well, if they emulate older games, no. If they own the games, they own the games. If you want to emulate for yourself, emulate for yourself. But you'll be stupid to go and try to put it on the internet. When people know some of these games are not like that. You want to play, y'all go to Game and Chill. You see I got Xenoblade. You see I got on there. I see Marvel vs. Capcom. You see all this stuff. I'm streaming. Mario Luigi, Princess Peach game. I have all those games streaming. Nintendo have not, I'll tell you this, I have not gotten no copyright strike from Nintendo for none of those things, one. And two, it's on their official console. Just say it's on their official console and don't shoot a daggone data up to the side of the corner like you dumb jackasses do. Just play full screen, whatever. If you want to steal, you can't, can Nintendo stop all stealing? No. But don't be that stupid and blatant about it. But this guy, as you're going to see, he's an asshole. No, he's an asswipe. I'm sorry. I always said everybody needs an asshole. Asswipe, one time use and throw.
Element of money made with excitement, and they're claiming that some of that ability to make money off of those can be lost.
According to the lawsuit, Nintendo warned Keegan multiple times, but that he wrote back saying, I have 1,000 burner channels, and we can do this all day.
I'm not.
You see what I'm talking about? You see this shit, what I'm talking about? A lot of people want to be Icarus and go against this, go up to the sun when you wax wings. What the hell? We're gonna do this all day. Okay. When them ninjas come and something happens to you, I don't want to hear shit. We know what happened.
Sure, that helps the defendant out very much.
No, it doesn't.
Because that kind of puts the intent squarely there.
We found Keegan streaming online last week, and I reached out to him in the chat room.
Oh, okay, 9 News, yeah. Yeah, okay, I see that.
I asked if he knew about the lawsuit. At the time, it was news to him.
No, I haven't been served.
Eventually, he texted, I still haven't been served with the lawsuit, so I don't think it's smart to do any interviews. He added he plans to file bankruptcy and or let them get a default judgment to avoid setting precedent for emulation streaming.
Good
now,
luck
in a
with that.
statement, a spokesperson for Nintendo wrote that the company is, quote, is passionate about protecting the creative works of game developers and publishers. In the meantime, Keegan had his main YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channels shut down because of numerous copyright claims, but he still continues to pop up. Live in the newsroom, Jeremy Hoholen, 9 News.
He doesn't sound as nervous as I'm nervous for him. Like,
no, you don't care.
Lawyer, you need a lawyer.
Yeah, he's gonna need a copyright attorney. But it sounds like if he doesn't defend himself very well, it's possible he's gonna get a huge judgment against him, possibly in the millions of dollars. So we'll see where this one goes.
Very interesting. Yeah. It's a part of the world that many of us don't understand, but I'm glad you shared that.
The younger folks are very intrigued about this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy.
Times are hard.
That's the bullshit I'm talking about. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. That's the crap. And like I said, he's just one of many. And that's the point I'm talking about. They hurt the sales, and that's why at the beginning I shoot about a target in that racer that you see. It does hurt people. And people who steal doesn't mean that just because he's stealing, doesn't mean that, oh, we're just stealing for my family. Get a job. Get a job. I always had a job. I always had a job. I worked. You get a job too. Oh, you don't pay that much. So get 2 jobs. Do something. I had 2 jobs, 3 jobs at sometimes. When I was working, I had 2 jobs. I ain't still running my company, making $1 million. I was going all over the world. I had jobs. Get a job, you piece of crap. Okay? Get a job. And like I said before, you will see his blatantness. He don't care. He's literally just like short. He don't care. Okay, you don't care. All right. You don't care. I wish it was someone that could get a judgment and then they found his bank account and then they're like, you can't get him money. But I'm against that too because I'm libertarian. But I mean, people like to play with fire and they're surprised they get burned. Is annoying. Like, what the you expect to happen? No shit, Sherlock. But I'll continue this again. Here you go, guys. You guys wanted to buy these things. And here's the thing. I'm good. I'm cool with buying consoles. And since Christmas is coming up, I just want to point this out as well too. Put all this in one nice little neat video package. So let's continue.
It seems like a normal gaming system, but it's far from it. The Super Mini SN02 preloaded with 800 games looks nearly identical to the original Nintendo SNES. Even the packaging is nearly a perfect copy, but it's not created by, sold by, or affiliated with Nintendo in any way.
It looks exactly like a miniature version of the old Super Nintendo.
Taylor Turley's 5-year-old son was gifted the console for Christmas, and she was ready to share some gaming nostalgia with him.
I was raised in the 90s. A lot of these games are very familiar with me. I honestly wanted to play the game before I gave it to him.
But she quickly realized some of the preloaded games included offensive or racist language and pornographic material, like this image of what appears to be 2 naked children in a tent. The book there labeled porn, and one with a sexually explicit character that looks like Ronald McDonald, along with an email account.
You can only imagine the type of person that's posting their email on pedophilic games.
She says she was also shocked to find a game with racist characters.
There's another game that is supposed to be like Mario 2, I believe. And it's called Black Man 2 once you get into the game. And I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty racist.
The gaming system, which doesn't list a manufacturer on the box, but says it's made in China, is sold by multiple third parties on major retailers like Walmart or Amazon. And we found it being sold in person at an electronics store in Corona, Queens, displayed right here on a table outside the store, along with what appears to be a knockoff Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
here is the loading screen, and we see Luigi here, like a cartoon version of Luigi, very familiar. Looks like a fun game so far. Everything looks pretty normal.
Hold up, wait a minute. Here's the funny part. We'll go back again.
Here is the loading screen, and we see Luigi here, like a...
Okay. You know it's stupid when you go see this. Let me get it. Luigi Action, a car game of racing. I don't know what Buster Bunny is doing. Fighting game, I'll bet. Sports game. How the hell Mike Tyson is a shooting game? But you put that on me like, this is something weird. What the hell's going on?
Cartoon version of Luigi, very familiar. Looks like a fun game so far. Everything looks pretty normal. But as we kept scrolling, we're deep into the games now. It's 111 is the number of games that we've gotten to get to this screen. And on the same page, we have Mickey Mouse 3, which sounds like a game. Sure, you let your kids play that. That's fine. But on the same page, we have one that sounds much more explicit and questionable. And then as we hit play, we were even more shocked.
Why not?
Okay, right off the bat.
There you go,
that's not the Mowgli I remember.
Exactly.
It would just be a normal game if it weren't for Mowgli being naked.
Flapping his dick
We've
around.
We've reached out to Disney for comment on this, but have not heard back.
Of course not.
I was fuming.
Kyla Knight has been trying to warn other parents about the system on TikTok and tells us she bought it for her kid when it was listed here as a bestseller on Amazon.
My husband went ahead and bought it. It was like, hey, this is only $50. We're going to go ahead and get this.
After Kyla reached out to Amazon, the company told her they were investigating. And in a statement to NBC News, said the product was, quote, investigated and removed. But as of today, it's now listed on the site by another third-party seller.
Yeah.
Walmart also telling NBC News the game will be removed because it does not comply with our prohibited products policy. But we found one that appears to be the same system by a third-party seller today. The online posts selling the systems do not mention anything about inappropriate content. They even receive some 5-star reviews.
If you go into the descriptions of these consoles, they are marketed to children. They're marketed to give to your friends' children.
However, now Kyla and Taylor joining dozens of other customers, leaving reviews to warn other parents and to get the word out.
That's all I wanted to do with this whole topic, was just make sure that parents knew what could potentially be on presents that they're buying for their kids.
My warning would just be to make sure that you go through the console yourself and test out these games. Even if you're not interested in playing it, just be aware of what your child is taking in all accounts.
All right, Stephen Romo joins us now live here on Top Story. So, Stephen, I mean, this is pretty eye-opening, and it's incredible how much it looks like the old Super Nintendo. How hard was it to get to the games that were inappropriate? I mean, could any kid find them? And you found things that were even sicker than what we saw in your story, correct?
Yeah, stuff we could not include in the story, definitely on this game. That's one of the weird things about it, though, is if a parent gives this to their child, they might look through it for a while and not find anything. But after scrolling just a few pages down, all of a sudden you see some strange titles that seem racist. The games themselves are actually pretty normal, but then you get to the one like we saw, the Jungle Book version. There is a normal version of the Jungle Book as well, but then for inexplicable reasons, there's this sexually explicit version in there, and there are some totally good games, some nostalgic games. I played the Star Trek game. It was actually pretty fun for a while. That's why I don't understand the reason that this product would actually have that. It'd be good to get a response from the manufacturer, but there's actually not one listed on the box. So
some sick puppies out there, and we thank you and the Top Story team for finding this out so we can let parents know.
And there you go. And that's another part that's messing it up for other people. So again, we don't, and the reason I brought that up is also for people buy the emulators. There you go. People emulating and putting crap like that. And two, we don't need, I think we don't need a lot of negativity out there. We want gaming to be fun, enjoyable. If you want to be graphic and horrible, that's all good. But the point is, you play these games for fun and enjoyability. We want to be below the level so people don't censor stuff or do stupid stuff or whatever. That's why I'm doing this video. Just like I did a video about Kotaku. You guys watch that video. I don't want y'all to censor people or do stuff either. But again, some of the censoring is just simple. And some of them is just like, why are you even doing this? Okay? It's crazy. This right here is why this video showed you why I'm against emulation. Okay? I'll say it. For the last, ain't gonna be the last time. I'll say for people's sake. If you buy a console like that console you just see right there and you're playing it, I have no issue with that. You bought a console, whatever. If you buy a console where you go take up old games and plug into it, and it's not the original console, you have the old games, so you have a rightful copy. No problem against that. You want to emulate? Emulate. Go ahead. The thing is, that kill me is like y'all looking for. Like that piece of that douchebag, he's looking for Nordy. He's looking to be like, oh, I'm a cool gamer and all that stuff. No, you're a neck-bearded asswipe. That's what you are, and you make it worse for other people. That's why I'm saying this. I'm not against that. You want to emulate? Go ahead and emulate it, sir, and keep it to yourself. Don't show it. That's so stupid. I did a crime and I'm gonna show up. That's the problem with a lot of young people nowadays, from 30 below. You rob a bank and you show a video that, hey, I got all this money, that cash. Look at that Citibank ATM glitch. People are so stupid. They took money and they throw it out, and then oh man, I owe $100,000 to the bank. Of course you did, you ass wipes. They have a thing called a camera on the daggone ATM. I think they want to know that the money that they put in there goes to the right people, you jackwagons. It's so stupid. But I always say, individual smart people are stupid, and people are stupid. Good grief. That's the problem. So if you're doing all that other stuff like I just said, I got no problem. You go ahead, do your thing, have your fun. When you're doing shit like this, nah, they should go after you. I love gaming. Like I said, I've been blessed and lucky that I've done stuff within gaming, which is cool. That nobody ever get to do that, and I enjoy it. I made money off of it. That's also great. But no, I'm not that stupid. Okay. And at the age I'm at right now, I'm just talking to the wind into something. Most of the guys, I see you guys do a lot of the comments down there, and I thank y'all for the comments. But for real though, it's just, again, I have over 135 different games for my Switch. I have over maybe about, excuse me for a second. I have about, I really do need to count up my games and see what I got. But I know I have about 50 games for my Wii U. You know, multiple stuff all over the place, and most of it is digital, yes. I have more than 25 games, maybe 50, 25 games at the most for the Wii. Maybe 11 games for the GameCube. And again, that's me not having the money. I have had more GameCubes. Some have been stolen. Some have never been given back to me. Some were just, I rented and I played it and I came back. The same thing with my 64, the same thing with my Super Nintendo. The more I got, the more money I got, the more games I kept. The ones that was important to me, I kept. I kept Metroid back in the day from the NES. I've kept that. That's the one NES game I've kept. I kept Metroid again from my Game Boy. I kept that one. I got games for my 64. I have games for my Super Nintendo. I have games for my GameCube. I have games for my Dreamcast. I have games for my Wii U. And now I'm picking up PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 games. I got games to play. And my PS Vita. So yeah, that's all I'm pointing out, man. So again, sorry guy, I disagree with you vehemently when you say about people don't, that's not human nature. No, people are selfish. All those things you saw there are selfish. As SpongeBob, as not Krabby said, what are you doing this for? Money. That's what they're doing it for. Okay? They don't care about outcomes, how it would affect other people and stuff like that. They don't care. You think the people who rob the Target store care about, oh, the store shut down now, that people can't get their medicine, people can't get their food, and people lost their jobs? They don't care. They just think it at the time. That's the true human nature. That's selfishness. Human beings are selfish by nature. I am no different. And that's just where it is. We are not communicative, okay? We have tribalism, and that's the tribalism spawns out racism and stuff that people don't like. But we're tribalistic creatures. Sorry. Just what it is. With that said, thank y'all for joining me for this mic check. Remember, check out the shows on Fridays, 7 p.m. You know how it goes. Other than that, peace out. Remember, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles, including PC. Bye.